I got so carried away looking for the model I was looking for. I realized it's on the complete other side of the property. The worst part about it is I walked about 300 yards away from my bike looking for this piece. I don't know why I just didn't bike there. So it's an exciting week at Skolton's Equipment. More importantly for the equipment enthusiast community, it's Agritechnica week. And no, I am not at Agritechnica this week. I am in Linden, Washington, but via remote access with YouTube and all other kind of platforms, I get to see a sneak peek of some stuff, and you could too if you've searched enough and found enough. And if you listen to enough German people talking German, not understand it, but get to see what they're talking about. It's interesting. But anyways, one of the big things Claas introduced this week, or yesterday or the day before, was the new Jaguar 990. It's not, I don't know if it's necessarily new, but it's a special edition 50th anniversary model, and it is a different color scheme, and it's got people talking. I posted a picture on Facebook, got all kinds of comments, and got a lot of questions sent via emails. Is that the new color scheme with Claas? To be honest, I have no clue, but it's really important to remember that Claas has done this before. Every milestone they hit, they do a special edition model and they produce it. It usually looked quite awesome. But this one, in my opinion, could stick for the sole reason that behind me you see a Disco, I don't know what model it is. It's like a 28T, or goodness, I forget the model. Oh, it's a 24. It's a Disco 24. So the reason I'm standing out here, I drove out to the lot to find this mower, is because the predecessor mowers, you can see behind me, like that 3200, had white curtains. The new models have gray curtains. They kind of eliminated the white from the Disco lineup on these smaller Discos. And they've not only done it with just the Discos, they've done it with the rakes. Any new product they seem to be coming out with, they're eliminating most of the white off of it, like they did that 990 Jaguar TT model, the TerraTrack model, at Agritechnica this week. So if I had a guess, Claas is gonna see at that show how much I think people are gonna love that model because of the color scheme. They got rid of the white, it jazzed it up a bit, it made the green really stand out, and I would venture to guess you may see that color scheme on all the Jaguars. Not 100% sure on it, it's just my guess. If I'm a chief marketing strategist for Claas, it's probably what I would do because I think it would help sell more because they just look cooler. Anyways, and it's different. Like in 20 years, after they get rid of the white today, if they do, not saying they will, if they do in 20 years, when they bring back the white, people are gonna be jacked up about it. It's change, people like change. Not everyone likes change, but a majority of people like change. But anyways, I just wanted to come out here and show you a Disco that used to not look like this, and now it does. And it kind of looks like the Jaguar 990 TT. Let me show you a couple other models. So you got the new smaller Discos. Pretty much eliminated all the white from the machine, with the exception, they do still have a little bit of white on the back. Not a whole lot. Same thing, this same model pretty much. But you see the ones behind it, an older model, but it's still new. Some of the current production that hasn't been revamped in a while, it still has the white. But I'm saying when they full out, reintroduce a new model, like we'll go see. So I have these rakes parked side by side. So this is the new 4900. Pretty much got rid of all the white. The frame is no longer white. You do have the logo plate, still white, but for the most part, all the white is gone. In contrast, the previous model, the 4000, lots of white. And they got rid of a lot of the white. And for this reason that I see on the rakes and the Discos and a couple of the new balers and the new mowers, I kind of think I'm onto something that not a lot of other people are really thinking, that 990 at Agritechnica may be the new color scheme on the Jags. I'm crossing my fingers because I really think it's cool. But let me show you one other model. I got so carried away looking for the model I was looking for, I realized it's on the complete other side of the property. The worst part about it is I walked about 300 yards away from my bike looking for this piece. I don't know why I just didn't bike there. Now I have to go walk all the way back to my bike. First world problems. I could use the walk though. Back to my bike. These are the new style pickup heads from Claas, and That one right here is an older style, and you can see the bottom was green and white. Well, now they went green, gray, and really no white. They're getting rid of the white pretty much, other than the logo, where the logo's at. The white is pretty much all but gone. You see historically on some of these older ones, there's a lot. White's a pretty prevalent color. On the new ones, that same scheme you see on the 499 or whatever you want to call it, the new 990 Jaguar TerraTrack Special Edition at Agritechnica. So going forward with Claas color schemes, after I showed you a little bit of my evidence that I think's going on in the grand scheme of things, are they going to change the color? I have no clue. Will they? I think there's more to this than just an anniversary model. I do think there's a color scheme change. If I was a betting man, which I've been known to place a couple bets, but I think they're gonna, that chopper you see at Agritechnica is gonna be a future looking chopper. Like that's what they're gonna look like, maybe coming 2025, maybe 2024. No, 2025. With the exception, I think the standard models will still have red rims, because I don't see Claas going away from the red rims on anything, and it's kind of their signature. So, but I do think from what I can see and the stuff behind me, they're getting rid of the white for the most part. And I think it's a welcome improvement, or a welcome color scheme adjustment. But anyways, Agritechnica this week, there's more to come. Got some new trailers. The Orange Line trailers have finally showed up here. Nice. It's a sad looking tire. That tire looks a little loaded. A little overweight. Nah, never. Looks like a nice trailer. Yeah, so we got those trailers in stock. They're Orange Line trailers. It's a partnership with Orange Line and Kubota. So we can order them through Orange Line, but they qualify for the financing, the 0% financing that Kubota offers when packaged with a tractor or heavier equipment as well. But it's a big thing we've never had before. We've never had 0% financing available on trailers. With the Orange Line trailer, now we do. So we just got our first load in today. I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, they don't look like trailers when they come in off those trucks on stacks, but once we put them all together, they start looking like trailers. So some more exciting news from Agritechnica. As a couple days pass, the tractor of the year was announced. It is not a John Deere. It's not a Case. It's not a Fendt. It's not a New Holland. It's not a Kubota. It's not a JCB. The tractor of the year for 2023 at Agritechnica is a Claas. It's not that one though. I don't have one here. It's a Xerion 12 series. They just released it. Gosh, that was August. August they released the Xerion. And I flew out to South Dakota with a couple customers and we went and drove it for the first time. Very impressive machine, very high horsepower. And the biggest thing about it, it's all still through a CVT, not a power shift transmission. And it has cool old Claas design tracks, not just some throw on track and it's a suspended track. So that's a cool thing about Agritechnica today. If you're watching this, you might already known that, but it's cool. It only happens every other year at Agritechnica, and to get that honor for Claas, it's not just a shoe-in award. Like that's a pretty big deal. From what I gather, it's an award that's voted on by only a certain amount of people in the industry. It's not like a popularity contest. It's a real award that has to be earned. It's not just something that's given by who pays what for what. It rewards true innovation. Not only did they do that with the Xerion series this year, they released at Agritechnica the autonomous Xerion. So the 12 series autonomous. So I don't know if it's actually for sale yet, but it looks pretty cool and it looks pretty sellable. Like, it doesn't look super futuristic and super hard to use and super impractical. It looks very practical. It reminds me a lot of what the John Deere did with the 8R series 2 years back when they released that. I still haven't really seen a lot of those in the field. I don't know if they're actually still for sale, but they're coming. And Claas is coming out with one too, and it looks really good. You can see the pictures. It's got all the red bars on it and stuff. And I'm very excited about it because for a lot of customers, it's probably not gonna be something they're interested in, but for some, it's gonna be a game changer. The autonomy of the tractors coming forward in 10 years might be seen as like just pretty normal stuff. Right now, it seems pretty like far out there, but man, it's a cool time to be in the tractor biz. Cool stuff's coming out. They got the Xerion 12 series, not only tractor of the year, they just decided to throw an autonomous kit on it or make it one autonomous and show it off, and it looks really cool. Anyways, that's my Agritechnica update for today. Maybe I'll have another one coming up if something just blows my socks off. Got a little construction going on. So the building's almost done, but we got to get the drainage working in the right direction, so the water don't flow into the building, I imagine, since it's an open building. So I believe they're putting a new drain field in. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, not bad. So I got a meeting in 10 minutes I have to be on. It's a Zoom call, and I need to go get a snowblower. I had a dealer call me from down south. They need a snowblower. I have 2 of them. I'm gonna let them have one, but they need to know what serial number, and I am gonna pick the serial number, since they came in at the same time, the serial number that's the easiest to get to. So I don't have to dig one out. I could pick one on the computer, but I decided I gotta go look at what one's easy to get at. So that's what I'm doing. But I do have a meeting very soon that, oh, big tractor, that I gotta be on. Oh, baby. Trying to find it. I know it's black. So I'm looking for a black snowblower. Gonna be with me. I'm very cautious of trying not to get this thing stuck. This gravel's a little looser here, so I think I see it way back here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to come around to the grass side and get it. Good news is it froze last night, so the grass is hard. Yeah, it's one of these guys. It's a 66 inch. That's a 74. So it's this guy right here. We'll take the one on the top. Looking for the 66 inch, and that's the one. And that's the one we're gonna give them. It is serial number. Is that a serial number? Yeah, it is. That's the one we're doing. So if I would have picked via the computer, I would have most likely picked the one on the bottom, and then I would have got out here and grabbed it. I'm like, why didn't I pick the one on the top? Because then I have to move. It's just extra work. So I decided to come out here and pick the one that's on the top and get the serial number and send it to him. And that is my path to the grass. A little bit bumpy, but we'll make it. Boom. It's pretty firm gravel here. Shouldn't get stuck. The mud scares me slightly. This is only 2-wheel drive. It is a risk. And I'm taking it. Oh, baby. I can only get in trouble for this. It's the only place I can go. Yeah, pretty firm yet. Oh, just not enough reach. I don't want to go on this gravel because I know it's really soft, but we're gonna have to. And just hopefully not get stuck. But that's why we got the tow truck. We don't have to go on very far, just enough. Some of you might say I'm flexing. No, this is just what you get when you get a tow truck. Super practical. And more abilities than just forklifting. Uh-oh. Spread. There we go. We're firm. Well, I got 2 minutes till my meeting starts, and I think I'm gonna make it. Granted, I don't get stuck right here. I think we're in the clear. Very nice. Snowblowers are a very tricky thing to stock. You have to order them at a certain time to get them before winter. Then sometimes they come in early, sometimes come in late. You have to hold them a whole nother year till the snow comes. And if no snow comes and you have a bunch of snowblowers, sometimes you don't sell any of them. So I had 2 of these in stock. I am, for lack of a better word, get a little superstitious sometimes about snow. Like, I have too many snowblowers, it's probably not gonna snow, you know, stuff like that. So if I get rid of one, it most likely will snow, and then we'll sell the other one because it snowed. I'm just joking, I'm not that superstitious, but you get what I'm saying. Snowblower stocking is very tricky. Or any snow tool stocking for like snow trip blades, snow push blades, anything snow, it's a little tricky. So when a dealer wants something I have a little extra of, I'm gonna give it to him when it comes to snow tools. Anyways, we're just in time for the meeting. You may ask why I'm recording myself backing this out of the showroom. Well, because it's the newest toy of the day. So this Teletruck here, we're in a Teletruck. It's one of my favorite pieces of equipment on the lot because we get to use them all the time. We use them around the lot all the time. This is a brand new one. We just set it in the showroom, and one of our other ones on the lot that we use all the time is getting a little higher houred, and we're gonna switch it out. So this is the new one. Woo! Inaugural donut. So our first Teletruck we ever bought actually ended up getting close to 6,000 hours, and we just replaced it last year. And we did some cost calculations on what we spent service on it, and we decided that we weren't gonna get them to 6,000 hours again because we ended up paying a little too much. Well, not too much, but we our hour usage per year is too high to run them that high hours, that we figured. And they have a really good used market at a little lower hour. So we're gonna switch them out closer to 2,000 hours, maybe 3,000 hours. We're gonna see where this one lands. But this is the brand new one. It's got 8.4 hours, right on. It's got a cool new feature. It's got fork positioners, which is very handy. The one we're taking out does not have that. It's a big time saver. Trading it out, not for this one. Which one is the one I'm getting, Dan?
What do you mean?
No, not this one. This one's Stan. Dan's on camera, yeah. So these are the two. This is actually the one we did last year.
Yes.
So this was new last year, and I'm just kind of curious what I think we have a few hundred hours on it. So in a year, it's got a service light, 553 hours. So we did 553 hours in 1 year, which is a decent amount of hours, especially stop and go on a forklift. But now these will match. They're twins because they got fork positioners, both of them. And the one we're taking out does not. And both air conditioning. Yeah, they're twins.
Oh, they have air.
Yeah, nice. Both have air conditioning.
Very nice.
Little yellow thing on the back. 35D. Okay. Do not use.
Out of asset account. There you go.
Oh, wow. So what do we end up on this for hours?
3442.
So that's the service light. 3462, way off. Way off.
Whoa.
Yeah, needs a new seat.
You want the seat back and bottom?
Oh, we can just do the bottom? We don't have to replace the whole thing?
That's wore through, but
I'm not worried about that. Let's just go bottom.
Just do the bottom.
Let's do the bottom. We'll take the magnet off.
Yeah.
New tires.
Take that off, and I think somebody has to weld a little hook on the other side. Yeah, new tires are ordered.
New tires. Yeah, other than that, we'll give it to Pedro and have him clean it up. I don't think it needs anything else, do you?
I think Pockets is going to check if it needs to be serviced.
Yeah, it probably needs that. A good service. What engine's in these? Is it a Perkins or a JCB? Or Kohler?
Maybe a Kohler.
Could be a Kohler.
I don't remember.
We should. I should know that, but I don't. Actually, we're gonna open it.
Careful.
Oh.
Careful.
We're gonna break
Not
stuff.
that way.
Well, I don't see it.
JCB diesel.
Is it a JCB? Where did you see that?
Right in here. Over where I was.
Oh yeah, right there.
It's a JCB.
Hold on.
Oh.
Bicolar.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it is a Kohler.
So
That was tricky, guys.
we probably should get this as well.
Yeah. So this is one of the first cab ones we ordered, and it didn't have air conditioning. It just had heat. Because no yellow thing on the back.
I'll have them check out that light, why it's pushed up in there. Maybe the clips are gone off the back and we'll have to order that.
That sounds good. So now our Teletruck fleet is 3 wide still. We still have 3, but brand new, 1 year old. And this one's 2 years old. This is a propane one. I was gonna show you the hours on it, see what we're doing for hours on these Teletrucks. That's the service light. Oh, don't like me. 200. So the propane one doesn't get as used as much. It's a little smaller. It's not 4-wheel drive. It gets used in the shop more than anything. It's a handy one though, because it can turn on a dime. And then we got the rough terrain forklifts. Just don't get the hours since these Teletrucks are so handy. Our rough terrain forklifts just don't get used as much. But I do have a new one of these on order because I am going to switch out, not this one. We have a 930 we use on the lot. I'm going to switch that around. And we'll have 2 950s. But yeah, it's a good forklift. It's just a little bigger, so we have a lot of stuff here and tight spots to get into, so they don't get used a whole lot.